not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the USC Trojans, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Conferences are better. You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly complete. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On the ground, it's Hawkins.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, the inside give. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
And the Trojans are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Southern Cal. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll give it to the back. defensive tackle up front. Georgia going up tempo. They'll run play action. Here's the pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
The Trojans in a good spot here with second and short.
I like this idea by the offense going very up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Soften him up with a run. Now to throw. Skips away from pressure. Wide open downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive.
Touchdown, Trojans. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Back to throw. It's Gore. It's complete to the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later on.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing the football down the field.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got room on the return. Inside, and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, USC.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Gore. Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down and run. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there after the 35.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They'll try the run. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Back to throw, it's Gore. Rushes on him. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Safe completion on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And the defense had that one sniffed out from the start. But look at this. The offense back on the ball, going with some tempo. This defense has got to communicate fast and get lined up.
Looking to throw again. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Hit as he throws.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Georgia sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the ground, it's Hawkins. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Got it behind the line. It's Hawkins. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. To the air, it's Bickley. Might be looking to run. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field. Because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Here's the handoff. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The corners are walked up tight. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, how about that defense on the snap? They are in the backfield. Great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
Dropping back, it's Bickley. He's going for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them. They get the incompletion. But if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. The offense changing the play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He put some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Looking downfield, it's Gore. Deep shot for the end zone. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to it. Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. Looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 28. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. Going for the big play. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw, it's Gore. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Turning it on. Just just a little more room, and maybe he gets it in. He's pushed out of bounds at the 8.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Pace, 27, jump. 221 wing.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. And the Bulldogs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They go to the ground. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Georgia on 4th down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 4th down, going to the air. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Quarterback making checks. Gets the back moving. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. After the run, now to throw. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Man, these windows get tighter down here in the red zone, and those catches are a little bit more contested, more people near you, and it gets a little bit more difficult. But you need your players to step up for your QB and make big plays. I think he's going to look back and say, I should have made that play.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Ohio State is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners like Eddie George and Archie Griffin in the pantheon of greats in Columbus. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wisconsin. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Corners are going to bail. Looking for a man. It's Bickley. Going to take a shot at this DB. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Backs looking for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Oh, he had his man for a big gainer, and he just flat missed him.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. To throw, it's Gore. That one comes out hot down the right side. Lots of room to run. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air on first down. Looking deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
That's a first down for the offense.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit them with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to Pater. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Trying to set up the screen. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to Pater. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Wide receiver comes in motion. He wants to change this route. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost.
Tanner. Ready. Hey, camper.
Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. And I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Trick 9B. Trick 9B.
And he picks it off in their end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Defensive score.
Well, that was absolutely incredible. I don't know if I've ever seen a play before where a defender gets a pick six and he doesn't actually even have to advance the football. They were so backed up. The quarterback was so far deep in his own end zone when he threw it. He never saw the defender. He picked it off, and touchdown defense.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air, it's Gore. He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready. They were disciplined and made a good play on the football.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down.
Let's go, let's go. Watch out, come over.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he throws another interception. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And what a change in momentum. It looked like the offense was going to score points. Not only does the defense pick it off, but a great individual effort on the return, now setting their team up in field goal range to try and steal 3 points before the end of the half.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. Right down the boulevard. It's good. Hold on just a second. A flag down. Let's see what's up with that. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
38, Georgia 14.
Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to throw, it's Gore. Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Going to sling it on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He fires one deep down the right side.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. A low line drive and short kick. Just needs a crack to get a return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. To the air, it's Bickley. Fires toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Wants to throw on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Trojans!
After that amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
45, Georgia, 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. And the Dogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Leaves it with the back. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. The Bulldogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Oh, better look out. There he goes. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And that is such great execution by this offense. 3rd down and 2. They know you're running the football, but they were physical. Great job creating a little bit of space. Not only do you get the first down, you chew up a bunch more yards too. Nice execution by this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
He might want another play. Dropping back, it's Gore. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Fires the pass, intercepted. Good gain on the return. This defense has set them up with a big play.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Looking to throw on first down. Incomplete behind the receiver. Maybe this freshman got a little too anxious.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Got enough for the first. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Off to the races to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, USC!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go back to the air on second down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Georgia sends out the punt team.
Number 16, on to kick it away.
Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Buying some time. Got out of trouble and throws. Can't make the connection to pressure there. Caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Sends it downfield. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Power football with the run. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Georgia going up tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to get it through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And that's a really good job by the QB, getting the ball out of his hands, knowing where the sticks are, getting the first down. And they saw something they like, because here they come, right back on the ball to run another play.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab on the big throw. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
He wants to throw it again. Working that left side now. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second.
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Still down big here in the 3rd quarter, but if you can recover this onside kick, you might get back in the game. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Bickley. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Fareed. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Dogs come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. It's complete on the right side. Bulldozes his way through. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. They try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through three. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Wants to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. Oh, he makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
A third and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Might be changing the route. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off at the goal line. Taking it the other way. The 40. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown Trojans. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the fourth quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger.
That makes the score USA 59, Georgia 21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Weeks like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Southern Cal. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wyoming looks like an old punching bag out there today, and I did not expect to say that. This fan base, heck, this coaching staff were not expecting these results. They're trailing by 35 to Eastern Michigan. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll run it from the gun. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. From the gun to give, looking for room. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. To the ground, he's got it again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. My goodness, he is putting on a laser show right now. Leinart, Palmer, Pat Hayden, Marinovich, you name it. These guys are going to be looking up at this dude.
Just spinning the bean all over the yard. And that's why you come to USC. Those names you mentioned, and you know that ball's going to be in your hands. You get to go make plays, and he is doing exactly that.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Georgia, 21.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. this Bulldog offense. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Second down coming up.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Wants to throw again. Makes the catch. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love the route there on the corner by the tight end. Against man coverage, he's able to get a little wiggle, create some separation, use his speed to get vertical, put his foot in the ground, and then use those long arms to haul the pass in.
Quarterback making adjustments. The give to the back. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Throwing right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. knocked off his feet. The Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10.
Ready, set. Military start. On the ready. Cookie.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Dances away. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Ready.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Akbar. Headed to the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Georgia, 21.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags a quick pass on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Got it in the middle. It's Fareed. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Here's the heat. Blasted as he lets it go.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just
looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
This time he's got it. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
He's tackled.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. Wants to go up top. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. He knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep ball.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They'll keep it on the ground. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The offense changing the play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. They get to him as he throws. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone, and time has run out.